Yeah. Revelation 12 and 16, I believe. Go ahead, give me this.
The book of Psalms, the 14th chapter, the first verse. Full of said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt.
And like I said before, a fool has said in his heart that there is no God. That's Andre's dumbass, right? He's gone. Thank God. Thank God he's gone, right? I'm not a fool. I'm not gonna say there's no God, right? Thank God he's gone, right? Right. So they want us to leave this Bible. They want us to leave all these things but this is the thing we've been running from since we've been in America.
Damn right.
It's the thing that's been killing us. That act right there has been killing us since we've been in America. That's the whole reason why we in America, right? These people are corrupt. They have no type of wisdom whatsoever. And we look at that word for corrupt, it's really going into like also decaying as well as one of the usages, right? You look at the way Andre looked the very first time we see him. This dude was ripped. Now this nigga like he's wasting away, like just like how his dog looked. That's how he looked. Nigga was wasting away. You want us to lead the Bible for that? To be like you? All I've seen you do is degrade and fall further and further into madness, right? You talk about the sunken place. This nigga's in a sunken place inside of a sunken place. That shit is crazy, right? Keep going.
Verse 2. The Lord look at... Keep going on in verse 2. I'm sorry. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. The Lord looketh down from heaven upon...
And honestly, this is what Paul is quoting in Revelations 3. Like these Christians, I say, oh, see, nobody's righteous. No, it's not talking about nobody's righteous, right? Because especially we have all the other verses that talk about people being righteous, like Luke chapter 1, verse 5, verse 6 through 6, 1 John 3 and 7. He that doeth righteousness is righteous, like he that is righteous, like Christ, right? So you can be righteous, contrary to popular belief. But these are the people who aren't righteous, people who don't believe in God. Keep going.
They look down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek God. They are all gone aside. They are all together become filth. There is none that doeth good. No.
And all no, not one, right? That's what they say. Ain't nobody's righteous, no, not one. This is the no, not one. And coincidentally enough, right? Because believing in God, saying that there is no God, you don't have faith, correct? The passage in Romans chapter 3 is talking about faith. So Paul isn't wrong for quoting this. Y'all niggas just don't read. Yeah, didn't have faith. Because when you look in Romans chapter 3, it talks about faith justifying you. Like, I don't know nothing. What's up?
You want that? No, I won't read it.
No, we don't need it. Yeah. We don't need it. Right? So, is there any more on that?
No.
Okay. Now go to this one. Right?
Oh, okay.
Come on.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 16. And the earth helped the woman.
The earth helped the woman, right? We see contextually in Revelation chapter 12, the woman being Israel, and it says the earth helped the woman. Let's see what this earth is. Keep going.
The woman. And the earth opened her mouth.
Yeah.
And swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
What is the dragon? What is the dragon? That's the European. That's the Edomite. What flood came out of the Edomite's mouth? White supremacy.
That's right.
Even I think in this chapter earlier, it talks about him deceiving the whole world. That's what came out of that's what came out of his mouth. Deceptions and white supremacy. So this earth is going to swallow that up, right? So what's the thing that does that helps the woman? I know the Bible. I know history and archaeology. The earth is what helped the woman, and that's this. Y'all want to talk about, it's written by man. Yes, of course, just like every other form of media you have. This is the earth, the thing that helps us. What's up?
I was going to say, because, remember, to bring it to you more, so they used to write our scriptures on animal skin, so it being the earth.
Yeah, animal skin and tabletry. You can keep going. Keep on going, man. Golly, man. I see any other time people want to come and twerk in front of a camera. When we're out here, everybody's afraid. Crazy, right? But we need this Bible to help us.
Right.
Because go to Hosea 13 and 8, right? Because inside of this book has a power, Daniel 7 and 4. The inside of this Bible shows you the existence of a power named Yahawah. existence of his son and the existence of his people, right? And let you know what would happen to his people, what happened to them in the latter days, what would happen to them if they got into captivity, and how to get out of captivity. It's everything it says about the Israelites, about their captivity, about their plight and their struggle is what we're going through now currently.
That's right.
And you're telling me, oh, this is a coincidence. It's just fiction. Okay, what about Tacitus? What about the Roman scholars? What about the damn, what's that, the Jewish people believe in it? What's it called? The Talmud. That all talks about Jesus existing. So all of them niggas is lying. I love when people say that. Like, I'm supposed to just take for face value all of your sources, but everybody who supports mine is just, it's bogus. You remember? It's bogus. It's bogus, right? That's what they do. It's wild to me. What else did you get?
All right, Hosea 13.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 13, verse 8.
Yeah.
I will meet them as a bear that is bereaved of
That's
her
not 13 and 8.
Not
That's not 13 and 8. That's 12 and 8. You sure?
12 and 8? Man, this 16 and 11 mixed up Hosea probably. What 13 and 8 say?
Oh, Israel destroyed itself.
Oh, 9.
Yeah, 9. My bad.
This is the book of Hosea chapter 13 and 9. Oh, Israel, thou hast destroyed thyself.
Israel, thou destroyed thyself. No, look at how blacks and Spanish and Native Americans live in America. We have a culture of death and destruction. We've made a covenant with death, and in hell we are in agreement. Nobody else does that. Right. Nobody else helps us. We've destroyed ourselves. Oh, Israel, you have destroyed yourself. Read that again.
Oh, Israel, thou hast destroyed thyself, but in me is thine help.
What?
But in me is thine help.
And Yahawah is our help. How do we find out about Yahawah's existence? The Bible. That's the earth that helped us, that swallowed up the flood, which the dragon sent out.
Right.
Yahawah is the one that saves us. He shows us the end from the beginning, bro.
Right.
Go, give me Daniel 2. We don't need that. I need Daniel 2.
Okay.
Where it talks about the statue. I need that with the statue.
I'm so sorry. I don't know. Sorry, stop.
31.
The book of Daniel, the 2nd chapter, the 31st verse.
Yeah.
Thou, O king, sawest and behold a great image.
Yeah.
This great image, whose brightness was excellent, and stood before thee.
That's talking. It's ultimately symbolizing the great captivities that we would be in. Right. Go ahead.
And the form thereof was terrible.
Yeah.
This image head was of fine gold.
Babylon. Go ahead.
His breast and his arms of silver.
Silver. That's talking about the Persian Medes. Go ahead.
His belly and his thighs of brass.
That's talking about the Grecians. Go ahead.
His legs of iron, and his feet part iron and part of clay.
His feet part iron and part of clay. Right. And somebody's feet is going into like the legs, but like then after that, the feet, the actual feet is the 10 toes. Just like the 10 horns you see in Revelations and the 10 horns you see in Daniel chapter 7. This is the revised Roman Empire and all the nations that came out of the revised Roman Empire. These 10 common markets. Go ahead.
Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands.
That's talking about Yahawah, a stone cut out without hands, because who created Yahawah? Yahawah.
That's right.
He is his only begotten son. This is his sole creation that created everything. It talks about that in Hebrews. It talks about that in Colossians chapter 1 verse 15. Go ahead.
Which smote the image upon his feet.
Which smote the image upon his feet. We're living in the age of the feet. The revised Roman Empire, the 10 common markets, we're living in that. That's how we know we're close to salvation. That's how when niggas like Andre come up and try to scoff against us, it's really laughable because you really think you know something, but we actually see history that like thousands of years chronicled right here through our captivities, which we would serve. God saw fit to, think about the statue, right? It's only relevant to Israelites because this is what you would go through, right? It's something that you would go through to let you know when your time is coming. Watch this, keep going.
That were of iron and clay.
Yeah.
And break them to pieces.
And break them to what?
Break them to pieces.
It broke them to pieces. Right? Go ahead.
Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together.
They're all broken to pieces together. Why? Because we're about to set our image up. Right? We've been living under the image of the oppressor. One of the damn Asian man, the African man, the white man, all these other nationalities, we've been living under their thumb, but we're about to set our image up. Right? And I'm showing this to show this has divinity in it. I'm showing to show that this God is real.
That's right.
Scientists cannot, like I've been saying this for years, scientists have no answer for how Daniel knew about the statue and the 4 beasts. They have no answer for it. And you know what but you know we have the answer though. You know what the answer is? Prophecy. Our God exists. A nigga with an art degree want to talk about us about metaphysics and cosmology. That's the type of niggas who we're supposed to bow down our intellect to. Like you see that's crazy. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 7.
Yes.
Surely Yahawah, thy power, will do nothing.
He will do nothing but what?
But he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
And that's how we know we're the prophets, right? All of us up here, that's how we know we're the prophets. That's what's crazy. We know what the Lord is going to do. We've seen it. When you read these scriptures, you can visually see in your mind what's going on. You see earlier in the text, I think it's in Samuel and in Kings, the prophets were called what in those days? Seers. They could see things. We see America's on the way out. We see a mark of the beast is on the a mark of the beast is coming out. Y'all seen the damn Neuralink? They putting chips in people's brains. Right. They already got chips in people's hands, and you will not be able to buy or sell if you don't have these things. The Bible prophesied that thousands of years ago. But I'm crazy. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, we're literally seeing it. But I'm crazy, though. You got a precept?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
The book of 1 Samuel, the 9th chapter, the 9th verse. Before a time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God.
Yeah, to inquire of God, to ask about God, to know of God. Go ahead.
Thus he spake.
Yeah.
Come and let us go to see the seer.
To see the who?
See the seer.
See the seers, because the Lord's painting them a picture. Right? One of my favorite bands, bro. And I didn't even understand this till I got in the truth. One of my favorite, it was like a Christian metal band, right? Named For Today. They have an album called Portraits, right? It's called Portraits. Every song is the name of a prophet. They're all painting a picture. And inside of the on the album cover, it had literally a framed picture, and it had a heart with an eye in it. You know what that's showing you? The prophets painted you a picture of God. What he will do, what he's going to do for you, children of Israel, the picture of what it's going to look like. Y'all niggas want to go to Paul and try to save the heathens. I can go in the prophets and see what the kingdom's going to look like.
That's right.
Let this go. That's one thing I forgot about the eyeball. You always got to see ambulances going over and don't be going nowhere. And got to stop at the light. All right. But yeah, they all paint a picture. And what's crazy about it, Yahawah is so cold, bro. You have to put them all together like puzzle pieces to get the full picture. Think about it like that, bro. You literally have to do that. Isaiah 60, right? Isaiah 60 is talking about the nation and kingdom that will not serve us will perish. But the next chapter later, it talks about the onset of your kingdom, right? When it first starts, and the stranger, the son of the stranger, is going to come and build up your walls and be priests, and then not be priests, be servants for you and work the fields, right? You have to put all that together. Then you start looking at Ezekiel 37 about Yahawah, or that servant David, right, of the Davidic the Davidic priest or Davidic king, right? Right? He's going to be the good shepherd to unite Israel.
That's right.
So now we know, okay, the heathen are going to be working the fields in the kingdom. The nation and the kingdom, after we've been established, are going to be destroyed if they try to come up against us. At the same time, Christ is going to be there, right? Or the servant David. And at that same time, you're going to be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And your temple is going to be built. If you isolate prophecies, you don't get the full picture. But when you actually look at all the prophets together and tie together the time period these are happening in, you get the full picture painted out. Portraits. That's why I fuck with that album. that's cold. For Today. That's cold, bro. And Jake is a singer too. That's cold.
Precept?
No. Give me what I tell you to get.
I had Matthew the 8th, but that was a while ago. You haven't asked me to get nothing.
Well, we didn't finish Daniel 2.
You want Daniel 2 back?
We didn't finish Daniel 2.
Let's go back there.
The book of Daniel, the 2nd chapter, I'm starting back at the 35th verse. Then was the iron, the clay, and the brass, and the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together.
Yeah.
It became like the chaff of the summer,
Yeah.
threshing floors. And the wind carried them away.
The wind carried them away. Y'all have lost y'all's kingdom. The times of the Gentiles. Give me that about the times of the Gentiles. And Luke, give me that Luke. Give me that Luke. That's what this is. The times of the Gentiles, the age. I think in Greek it's Kyrios, I believe. I think I was looking at that today. Might be Kyrios. It just means the time period, right? That the times of the Gentiles being fulfilled. That's this. When this statue is blown away, right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And shall be led away captive into all nations.
Yeah.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
Yeah.
Until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
That's this. Jerusalem shall be trodden down by the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. The time of the Gentiles being fulfilled or brought to a conclusion is when the 10 horns are destroyed.
That's right.
That's what this is going into.
Oh, praise.
That's what this is. That's what the time of the Gentiles. Then you will occupy your land, right? Keep going.
Time.
It's like it.
Yeah, you brother, good. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain.
Yeah,
And
game of what?
became a great mountain.
That's the mountain of the Lord, right? Like you see in Isaiah chapter 2. The mountain, you see, like you put all of them together, you can almost see the order of it. Matter of fact, you really can if you put them all together. But the picture is coming into full view of how this kingdom's gonna first of all come about. Matter of fact, scratch that. How we're gonna be saved from Babylon. What's gonna happen when we go into the wilderness, right? We get brought into the rod of the covenant. Then the Gog and Magog's gonna come up against us. Ezekiel 38, Ezekiel 37, Ezekiel 39. Well, really, Slakia, Ezekiel 38 and Ezekiel 39. Right, that's Gog and Magog. They're brought down. Then the rest of the heathen are going to come serve our God. And at the same time of them serving our God, they're going to be servers unto us. If they want to come up against us, they're going to get what Gog and Magog got.
Yeah.
And you don't want that. You know, people say, I'll have what he's having. They don't want to have what he's having. That's not what they want. That's not what this would have. Y'all remember that game? Y'all remember that game with you remember that game where they had the SpongeBob characters react to the football game with the Broncos? And they say, oh, that's not what he wanted to cook. You know, Russell Wilson was cooking. He threw an interception. He's like, oh, that's not what he wanted to cook. That's not going to be what they want to cook over there, bro. You're not going to want that. It's going to be real bad for you. So that's when they're going to fall in line. Then at that same time, when they're falling in line, who's going to be there? Our king of Mashiach. Give me that in Jeremiah 33. 33 and 16. Our king of Mashiach is going to be there. We have to paint the picture. We're about to paint the picture. Finish that out, though.
God. He smoked the image that became a great mountain.
Yeah.
And filled the whole earth.
And did what?
Filled the whole earth.
Why is it filling the whole earth? Right. That shows you how divine our. Matter of fact, watch this. That shows you how divine our kingdom is. The image before of our captivities didn't fill the whole earth, but we will.
That's right.
You know why that is? Because we're gonna have an everlasting kingdom.
That's right.
This is everlasting life. That's what the prophets talked about. It's crazy. Like, I always wondered, why do Christians try to run away from the prophecy so much? But when you actually dive into them, you're lost. Everything you thought about in the New Testament don't make no goddamn sense. That's why when I had that debate and I broke down the Daniel chapter 2 right here about the kingdom will be left to another nation, they don't have an answer for that. There is no answer. None. You can just lie. There is no answer. And Daniel chapter 7, verse 20. Get Daniel 27. And then we're going to finish this out on this one.
Daniel 2 and 27?
7 and 27.
Yes, sir. Come.
Right? I asked this dumb nigga Quavo, right? I asked this dumb nigga Quavo, how does John 3:16, how does John chapter 3, verse 16, your understanding of it being God loves everybody, but he's only giving the kingdom to the saints? Read this.
It's the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter, the 27th verse. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints.
The people of who?
The people of the saints of the Most High.
The people of the saints of the Most High. Then he tried to go to 1 Corinthians 15. Oh, other people can be saints. No, that's not how that works. The saints are the people who's been in a covenant with God, right. God's covenant people.
That's right.
Paul cannot redefine what. That's why I hate that dumbass ideology, freaking progressive revelation. I hate progressive revelation because y'all use it. When you actually see what they say about the Old Testament, things are getting revealed. Okay, I can kind of mess with that. Then you get to where now Paul's interpreting the prophecies. Hell no.
They use it sparingly.
The hell no. Like, that's ridiculous to me. Paul cannot redefine these terms. It don't work with the rest of the Bible. That's craziness. That's silliness. Go back into this. Jeremiah 33. Right.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 33, verse 16. In those days shall Judah be saved.
Yeah.
And Jerusalem shall dwell in safety.
So after we brought the other kingdoms down, the image is destroyed, right? The time of the Gentiles being fulfilled, we're in our land, Gog and Magog destroyed, right? The other nations seen that, they're afraid of that, right? They're serving us. This happens. Go ahead.
Shall dwell in safety. And this is the name wherewith she shall be called. Yahawah, our righteousness.
And it says, Yahawah, our righteousness, because we are the planting of the Lord. That's Hosea 1. That's also Isaiah 61, I believe. Right? Later in the chapter. Go ahead.
For thus saith Yahawah, David shall never want a man to sit upon the throne of the house of Israel.
So it says David shall never want a man to sit upon the throne of the house of Israel. That's King's English for it will always be there. A descendant of David. We brought this out in class the other day. A descendant of David, right? A descendant of David will always be sitting upon the throne, man. What's up, man? Y'all believe in God?
I do.
You got time to talk about him? Why not? It's Saturday. My niggas ain't got nothing to do. And when y'all riding them scooters and somebody clip your ass and you bleeding out and you crying to the Lord, he gonna do the same thing to you.
Not right now.
Keep going. Wait. I read the David part again.
All right. In those for thus saith Yahawah, David shall never want a man to sit upon the throne of the house of Israel.
This is that Davidic king, which is talking about Christ. Go ahead.
Neither shall the priests, the Levites.
Neither shall the priests, the Levites, right? Y'all say they're done away with. Go ahead.
Want a man before me to offer burnt offerings and to kindle meat of offerings and to do sacrifice continually.
But I thought the laws of sacrifice is done away with. But I thought the Levitical priesthood is done away with. Right. They're going to be sitting right next to Christ. But I thought it was done away with. Y'all don't know that. Like, this is what I mean by, like, prophecy overrides any of the bullshit y'all get from Paul. It overrides all of it. It clarifies all of it, and it shows you y'all don't know what the hell y'all are talking about, man. What's up? Get your precept.
The book of Ezekiel, the 44th chapter, the 15th verse.
Yeah.
But the priests, the Levites, the son of Zadok,
yeah,
that keep the charge of my sanctuary when the children of Israel went astray from me,
yeah,
they shall come near to me,
yeah,
to minister unto me,
yeah,
and they shall stand before me to offer unto me the fat and blood, saith the Lord God.
More precepts going on to the law of sacrifice than ain't done with. What's up, man? What y'all got? Yeah, I know, brother. Hey, man, what's your nationality? What's your nationality? African. Come here, man. Let me have a conversation with you, man. Let me have a conversation with you, bro. Y'all praises, man. Y'all got time to talk about God. Saturday in downtown Dallas. Yeah, man. Look, man. I wasn't trying to be rude to you earlier. I'm just saying, because, like, you got, like, here's the thing. America coming to an end. I'm gonna be real frank with you. America coming to an end. Now, the Lord, he's trying to save people out of that, man. These people he's trying to save is the Israelites, my brother. The people call themselves African American. You know God doesn't call you an African American? He calls you a Judite, brother. You a Jew. You ever seen the Book of Clarence?
No.
You ever heard of the Jews are black?
Yeah.
That's us, bro. We those people. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Let me show you something, right? You in a hurry, or you got time?
We kind of in a little bit of a hurry.
All right. Well, let me give you two verses before you go.
Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter.
1 John 5 and 3.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So he's talking to Israel. He's going to bring you into Egypt again with ships. The children of Israel didn't take a ship to get out of Egypt. They walked out. You can walk from Egypt to where the land of Israel is, right? So this is talking about something in the future, brother. So it says, take you into Egypt again with ships. What happened to the Israelites in Egypt?
They all got wiped out.
No. They were slaves, brother. What happened to us when we got over here to America?
We were
We were slaves. Watch this. Read that again from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships, slave ships, like how we got over here. Go ahead.
By way thereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Sold into our enemies. Go ahead.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Bondman and bondwoman means slave man and slave woman, right? Did that happen to us when we got off them slave ships? We didn't get sold to slaves? Yeah, bro. We got sold as slave man and slave woman. We're fitting this. Go ahead.
And no man shall buy you.
No man shall redeem you. Like, that's the Hebrew word right there. Is quanah, means redeem. Like, to buy you out of slavery. Marcus Garvey tried. Malcolm X tried. MLK tried. None of them could save us. They're all dead, brother. You know why? Because only God can redeem us. The only way is God's going to redeem us. Watch this. Read this.
All right, this is the book of 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God.
This is how you show you love God. Go ahead.
That we keep his commandments.
Yeah.
And his commandments are not grievous.
That's how you got to show you love. That's how you show you love God. If you show God that you love him, he'll save us out of here. That's the whole point of this. This started off with just like a couple brothers. But look how many we got now. That's over time, because we realized we got a problem, bro. We making songs about killing each other, stealing each other's girls, selling drugs. Now we're making songs about doing drugs all together. We're trying to kill ourselves. You know what I mean? This is the opposite of that. And the Lord's calling our people up out of that. So I mean, I know you got a lot of time, but check that out, man. You got a flyer? Get this brother a flyer, man. Check us out. Got a number on it. Got a YouTube channel on it. We got videos and classes.
My hands are cold. I'm sorry.
But check us out, man. I'm glad you came back, bro.
All right. Hey, shalom, brother.
Shalom, brother. Come on. So, you know, Paul talks about convincing men with fear, right? And that's what we got to do, man, because the Lord take your ass out, man. He brought you in this world, take you out this world, man.
Right. I got it if you want it.
Go ahead.
To exit. I'm still out here.
Pulling them out of the fire?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
This is the book of Jude, the first chapter. I'm going to drop down to the 15th verse. To execute judgment unto them, all that convince, to convince all that are ungodly among them of all the ungodly deeds that they have done ungodly committed, and of all their deeds, speeches which godly sinners have spoken against them. These are murmurers. Is this what I want?
That's not what you want.
It
says that's the right chapter. Well, I mean, he's talking about pulling them out. That chapter's talking about pulling them out of the fire.
There it is.
Go ahead.
And say, verse 23. And others and others save with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating eating the garment spotted by the flesh. Now I don't want that.
that.
Jude 1 and 22.
Yeah, you had it. You had it. That's the right one. That's the right one.
Verse 22. And some have compassion, make a difference, and others save with fear, pulling them out of the fire.
Say pulling them out. I'm trying to pull my brothers out the fire, man.
Right.
This place right here is on fire.
Right.
Our people is on fire every single. That's why we gotta. Give me. You got a precept?
Yeah.
Hold it. Get Ephesians chapter 5 verse 26. We're living in a fire right now. This goes into my lesson, right? When you decide to not prioritize putting God over everything, and prioritize studying and attending to listening to the Bible, right? You start to become worldly. You start to act worldly, right? So in the same similitude, we're trying to pull people out of the fire. The fire is this world. This is how you keep yourself unspotted from that fire. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
By the washing of water by the word. This is how you don't get burnt up by that damn fire. Staying and remaining in this word. Because it's a fire out there, bro. Right. This world's trying to get you in any and every type of way. Trying to spend money on any and every type of way. Trying to get you looking at women. Trying to get you stuck on random BS, right? Sins and gluttony has been a destroyer of the black man for damn centuries, bro. So it's time for us to actually being actual practicing Israelites, to remain in this word, to remain in this Bible, so that we can be saved and unspotted from this damn fire out there. And from that ultimate fire that's going to happen to Babylon the Great.
Right.
Go ahead. You got your precept?
Oh, okay, I do that. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 11. Knowing therefore that the terror of Yahawah we persuade men.
Knowing the terror of Yahawah, we persuade men. That's why I told old brother, man, hey, just because y'all ain't got time to hear the word of God, the Lord ain't gonna have time for you when he allows you to get clipped by a car and you bleeding out. That's what's gonna happen, right? That's why they came back. It's like, oh shit, nigga do that, right? The Lord will do that. What you guys more?
Yeah, but we are made manifest into the Most High, and our trust also are made manifest in your conscience.
They're made manifest in your conscience. It's made known in your conscience, right? But yeah,
No,
what you got?
that's about being idle. Don't be
Nah,
idle.
I'm good. But yeah, but with that, I'm gonna say call Yahawah by Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai and say Shalom.